Good. What are you doing?
Oh, just videotaping my best team. Then these nerds want to talk trash to grandma. They don't realize I'm a referee.
Videotaping your best team? What do you mean?
My best team. This is the best team in all Iowa. You guys are the best. #1 team. Varsity sucks. You guys are #1. And then these little nerds over here want to talk trash to grandma for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, unacceptable.
Do you have somebody on the team that you're taping? What are you doing?
All of them. They're all the best football players. I got to make sure I get the top tier tape.
Yeah.
I got to tell the college recruiters.
Is this your shirt?
It is, sir.
Okay. I don't want to step on it.
Oh, it's all right. It's a little bit dirty already, sir. So.
That's all right. Yeah. Why are you out here though?
Oh, just videotaping in public's all.
Yeah.
And then I had to get trash talked by these little boys. They want to talk trash, they're going to get a little bit back, so.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just here for these guys, though. These guys are way better than these nerds.
Yeah.
These guys are the real team. This is the future Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not exactly sure you can be on school property.
Oh, it's public. It's public. Right here's 100% public.
Because this is school property.
I know, that makes it public. Oh, you can though. Grandma's in public. Grandma can film anything she wants.
Well, I mean,
if you want to be a little snitch, go for it.
Well, I mean, you can't. I mean, if you're out videotaping or recording kids, though, you can't be.
No, Grandma could record whatever she wants in public.
You got to let me finish. You can't be can't be yelling at kids and saying things.
No, I'm yelling at these nerdy kids. They want to talk trash. I'm going to talk it right back. First Amendment. You got to learn it if you don't know it.
Well, it's got nothing to do with First Amendment.
No, it does. That's freedom of speech.
I said you don't. I didn't say that you didn't have the right to say it. I said you can't be on the school property saying.
All right, guys. Lock in. This story kicks off on an ordinary afternoon that explodes into a full-blown lesson on freedom. A lone figure, dressed as a grandma, stands in plain sight, camera rolling, doing something completely legal, recording in public. No crime, no threats, no lines crossed. Just a camera and confidence. But almost instantly, tension creeps in. Curious looks turn into complaints, and harmless cheering suddenly becomes suspicious behavior. This is how it always starts: quiet, subtle, and deceptively calm. What should have been ignored instead triggers authority figures who clearly don't like being challenged. And from this very first moment, you can feel it. This isn't about safety, it's about control.
This is public.
Stuff to our kids.
Saying weird stuff to who? These little boys?
When I get a phone call from one of my coaches saying that there's a strange guy out here.
My grandma.
Okay, grandma, whatever. Making the kids feel.
I'm clapping. I'm cheering them on.
You gotta let me finish. Kids feel weird. I can't have you out here doing that.
Oh, well, too bad. It's America.
Okay.
You got to grow up and realize this is America, not communist China. Grandma could film all she wants in public.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
Okay.
If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you don't want those nerds to talk trash, it's all live stream. Everything they've said's already been recorded.
It's fine.
So they want to talk trash, go to grandma, harass grandma driving around. You know, that's on them. Feelings don't trump our rights.
You're exactly right.
So that's what I'm here.
What I will do is I'll give our superintendent a call and ask him to come down and talk to you, and then.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just going to continue recording the best team in all of Iowa. I support these guys 100%. Go Tigers.
Do you know somebody on the team?
I could know 3 of them.
You could know 3 of them. Do you mind me asking which 3 that
I do.
You do mind?
Yes. I find it a little bit creepy.
That I can't ask who you know?
Yeah, I find that a little bit creepy, sir.
Okay.
It's a little bit much. That's pretty creepy if I don't say so myself.
Okay, that's fine.
You got to realize this is America. We have rights here. There's brave men and women who fought and died for these rights we have. You got to realize that.
Yeah, no.
Would you do this if this was Channel 9 News? Would you come up and say, hey, you can't film these? The best team in Iowa?
Where are you at, Mr. Walls?
Mr. Walls?
Yeah, I need
to some air fungus.
The parking lot back there behind the gym, if you would.
Snitching on grandma for a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
Snitching on grandma.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, that's gonna block your face. It's not like you're already been recorded. He seems a little bit stressed, but it's all right. So if someone was driving around in their car and they have a front dash cam, they can't even dash cam it over here? Well, that's what I thought. It's making sense now, huh? Grandma, sometimes she is the smartest.
As school officials step in, the tone shifts from awkward to confrontational. Questions are fired off fast and loose, not to understand, but to intimidate. Why are you here? Who do you know? What's your purpose? Each question drips with suspicion, even though the answers are crystal clear. Public property, public activity, protected rights. But facts don't seem to matter when feelings take over. The camera doesn't flinch. The voice doesn't crack. Grandma stands firm, hammering home a truth many refuse to accept. Being uncomfortable doesn't make something illegal. And right here, the line is drawn between constitutional rights and fragile egos.
One in town. There's the police here. Grandma's been around the block, young ladies. Grandma knows what she's talking about.
I'm not, the thing that I'm struggling with, I don't care that you're taping, care that I'm on, that's not it at all. The thing that I'm struggling with is why apparently you're getting some sort of satisfaction about making these guys uncomfortable.
Are you a pussy or something? You think that's uncomfortable?
That's the piece that I don't understand.
Feelings don't trump rights. You should know that. Feelings don't trump rights, sir.
Don't get it.
Well, I'm recording.
Hey,
How is anyone getting the news? How you doing? How you doing, sir?
name is?
Oh, I don't give my name.
Don't give your name.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Unless if I commit a crime, then certainly I'll give you my name.
Well,
but
they
you got to
want you on this
reasonably.
property.
This is public property, and I will not
is
leave.
it? It's not
Yes, it is.
public.
This is. The
Sure.
school grounds is public.
Sure.
It's up to you. Make your move wisely, because Grandma ain't backing down. If you need help, get your supervisor. I highly recommend.
Can I just ask?
What am I doing?
Oh, yeah.
Recording in public.
For what?
News purposes.
Well, I'm just asking.
That's it. These guys are the best team. I've been telling them they are the best team in Iowa. I had little punks come around, talk trash to me for no reason. They were harassing Grandma, driving around multiple times saying, "Get out of here, you're an idiot." My favorite team. It doesn't matter what team they are, right? It matters that I'm in public and I'm conducting a First Amendment protected activity, which is recording in public. The First Amendment is more than just freedom of speech, all right? You got freedom of the press in there. It covers 5 main topics. And I'm not going to be pushed around bullied by anybody. You can arrest me all you want. I answer what I want to answer. You got to remember, this is America, young man.
But you're asking me to answer everything.
You don't have to. You're an American. You have a choice. You guys got to remember, this is America. Cam back. He's doing a cam back. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got to hold the camera the other way.
I'm a superintendent.
I came out here, first thing I did. Hey guys, you guys are my favorite team. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. And then these little kids that were harassing Grandma earlier came around and wanted to talk more shit to Grandma. Hell no. And then I'm just praising these kids because maybe this will make one of their days. Maybe it'll make one of their nights. Like, that was awesome. But you know what? He told me I'm...
Now the pressure ramps up. Law enforcement enters the scene, and this is where most people would fold. Badges, uniforms, authority designed to scare compliance out of you, but not today. Every attempt to pry for personal information is shut down cleanly and confidently. No crime, no ID, no orders, no obedience. The First Amendment isn't whispered, it's declared loudly and unapologetically. Recording is journalism. Journalism is protected. Period. The energy here is electric, because this is the moment power realizes it might actually lose, and that realization hits hard.
really good. Maybe I actually am good. You don't got to jump to a conclusion. Understand, hey, this is the First Amendment. We can't mess with him. He is on public property at his school. Maybe it's a little bit weird. But guess what? Not illegal. Weird is legal.
Every kid knows to respond. What you said is weird.
Iowa, for instance, these guys are in a bubble. When they move on to different states, different jobs, they got to get exposed to all sorts of shit because the world's a crazy place. America is a crazy place. And we got to be here for each other. And we got to understand we all have these rights, no matter how weird they seem. Leave grandma alone. Let her do her thing. Keith, maybe next time, hey, kids, leave grandma alone. Like, stop harassing grandma. Stop talking shit to grandma.
You know, here's the thing, though. You, even though you're grandma, you look like you're a well-fit together type of guy. Like, you lift weight. And so people are confused, maybe. You know, kids are confused, like, dude's sort of jacked guy. What's he dressed like grandma for? How many kids at 13 years old have enough
balls to ask grandma?
Yes. Parents are going to raise their kids too in a way that, hey, you know, some that don't accept it, whatever it is, some that say, you know what, when you see that or whatever, go the other way, whatever. You know, we all respond to things all different and stuff. Some is positive, some is negative. I get it, you know, and we have to do our best to try to create more in the positive than in the negative.
Wouldn't this be a great moment of opportunity to educate these kids? Hey, grandma's doing a First Amendment protected activity. All you guys could do this. We have rights in America. It's not just freedom of speech. There's 5 different things just in the First Amendment. No, I guarantee probably no one here knows that. And these are the little nerds that wanted to talk trash to Grandma, by the way.
Guys who just came in.
Oh, look.
They just drove in.
They
and
just
here
drove
we go.
Well, they just came back then because that's at least 1 or 2 of them.
Oh, all right.
So what are you trying to?
I'm conducting a First Amendment protected activity. Freedom of the press. I'm recording in public. That's all that needs to be said. And if we all could understand that, yeah, I don't care if you think it's super weird, as long as it's legal and right. Hey, I'm in it. And I'm always within the law.
Make the kids uncomfortable.
No, because they shouldn't be little p***s. This is America.
Officials try a new tactic: morality. They claim concern, discomfort, fear. They say the kids feel weird. But weird isn't illegal, and fear doesn't cancel freedom. The conversation turns raw and real. America isn't supposed to be safe from feelings, it's supposed to be free. This is where the documentary digs deep, exposing a dangerous mindset spreading fast. The belief that rights only exist when everyone approves. Grandma dismantles that idea piece by piece, reminding everyone watching that the Constitution doesn't require permission. This isn't chaos, it's liberty in action.
When we have a stranger in school grounds filming our kids, that's a cause for alarm. It has nothing to do with the First Amendment. It has to do with child safety.
Oh, so you think that anybody that comes with a camera, news agencies, anybody, they're just child predators in your
I
mind?
can tell you right now, if any instructor in school grounds, if we did not know them, if we were a parent, absolutely. One of the authorities, I'd either call our superintendent, I would call someone.
Man, you have a lot of fear in you. Are you scared? What you scared of?
I
Scared of Americans?
I care about my kids.
What? You think everybody's just a child predator? You think grandma's gonna go be a child predator?
I don't know.
I'm an American.
When I ask you to leave, are you going to leave?
I'll leave on my own terms. I'm not gonna be here long. Obviously, my team's off. You guys scared them off. They were just fine until the coach wanted to pull his panties out and the kids wanted to talk trash. Other than that, those kids were enjoying me. They were all laughing and they were pumped up for grandma. This false narrative of them being scared is because of these guys being scared. No matter what, though, these rights that we have cannot be violated no matter what, no matter how weird and you think it is. We cannot have that happen, guys.
Here's the thing. You got to understand our role as educators, too. You got to understand our roles as educators is we're not teaching kids to discriminate. We're not teaching kids to make judgment, things like that. But our role is that if there is someone that we are that's unknown to us, I mean, you got people that'll put stuff on Facebook every day that says, hey, watch out for this. We've seen this person doing it. We're a very small town, okay? Small town people look out for everybody. My thing is, and here's the thing, I don't know you, you don't know me, I'm not making judgment, but I'm saying that, no matter the situation, like he said a little bit, okay, it's alarming, it's a little bit different, we don't usually typically have people that show up. If they do, they usually get permission or they ask ahead of time as a reporter where say, hey, I'd like to do an article or a piece on, I don't know what you're creating. So if we don't step in, then parents of 500 and 600 of our kids are going to be like, so you guys didn't ask any questions? You don't know what? All I want to know, all I need to know is we need to guarantee that our kids are safe.
You think grandma's...
The superintendent arrives, and suddenly the temperature drops. Reason finally starts creeping into the conversation. Even he admits it. Strange doesn't mean unlawful. Uncomfortable doesn't mean criminal. The entire encounter becomes a live civics class, one most adults clearly skipped. This is the turning point, the realization that escalation would be unjustified and illegal. Authority backs down, not because they want to, but because they have to. The camera keeps rolling, capturing something rare. Accountability without handcuffs.
Really gonna, with this big 30-pound equipment right here, gonna pick up one of these, 120-pound kids at least, and run, grandma has some muscle, but that's a lot of work. Why is grandma out here videotaping? Because she can. It's her right. And that's what I want the message to be finished here today. You know what, guys? Grandma has a right to record, even if you feel weird about it. Feelings do not trump rights, ever. This is America. There's many brave men and women who have fought and died, including people that I served with.
Can I ask you this?
No, but it's all depending too. What you're doing, you're right. You're completely right. It is kind of weird what you're doing. But if it causes to a point that a lot of people start rushing around you because you're causing a disturbance.
A disturbance is something else. It does not matter whatsoever. If I'm out here recording freedom of speech, I can protest as well.
Consider disorderly if you're causing a bigger problem than it is.
Sure, it could be weird, but guess what, man? We're Americans. Who gives a shit? It's weird. This is legal, and that is it.
Here's the thing.
And that's all we should be all on the same team here.
Here's
So
my thing. There's a mutual agreement of what you're doing is wrong, and you're gonna
yeah, that would be great.
you're gonna let them do what they're gonna
Yeah,
do.
I'll let them do.
Uh,
The brave men and women who fought and died for these rights. No matter how weird someone thinks it is, we must understand. You know what? Grandma's doing freedom of the press. That's the First Amendment. Leave grandma alone. Screw it. There's many brave men and women who have fought and died, and we have to honor them in their sacrifices. So that's what I'm doing.
You know,
It's a good lesson to learn, you know.
But
You can't know it all.
You know, I would have never been made aware of things that I was aware of when I was in high school. You respect that and stuff. I just, at the same time, I respect you.
Know these rights. First Amendment is more than just freedom of speech. We all need to know that. If anyone's on public, they can record on public. After both of them leave, I'll leave.
All right,
So
I'm leaving.
Yeah, you have a good one. Nice speaking with you. I'm glad we could stay cordial. You as well. And your name is Juan Torino Jr.
As the dust settles, the message lands with undeniable force. Rights only survive when people are willing to defend them calmly, firmly, relentlessly. Grandma leaves on her own terms, undefeated, unshaken, and absolutely correct. No arrests, no citations, just hard truths and bruised egos. This wasn't about a costume, a camera, or a football field. This was about Americans forgetting what freedom looks like and being reminded the hard way. The final takeaway is simple and brutal. Know your rights, exercise them boldly, and never let feelings erase the law. Because once that happens, freedom doesn't fade, it gets ripped away.